I'm so thirsty for this series. I don't even care. They can milk my wallet dry. Hey, what's up guys? KoKuTanAlec here. So it's been long. It's been too long. It's been probably about 3 months since I've put a video together. To be honest, between work and school and a bunch of other things that have been going on, I just haven't been able to get to my channel, and there's so many things I actually want to do videos on. I just haven't found the time. Fortunately, there was so many, I want to say in the last month, maybe the last 2 months, a lot of news that's come out. You know, Overwatch had their Uprising event, which was freaking awesome. It's still going on, I think, until May 2nd, or maybe it's the 1st of May. We got new Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania footage, and you know, that's just a whole thing that I haven't even got to on my channel yet, but I really want to talk about those games because I'm super stoked for them. Bayonetta and Vanquish, possibly Vanquish, I don't want to say it's being ported, but Bayonetta was ported to Steam or to PC, and Vanquish may or may not be on the way, and like, that's the game that everybody really wants on PC. Like, for years we've wanted Sega to do a Vanquish port, and that's a possibility. There was a new Nintendo Direct. Finally we got some announcements on some long-awaited amiibo. So the Smash amiibo for Cloud, Bayonetta, and Corrin. Have to say, I've been loving my Nintendo Switch. I haven't actually done any videos on my Switch. In fact, I had a review and an unboxing that I had been working on. I captured footage. Just haven't put it together yet, unfortunately. But I love my Switch. I pretty much take it everywhere. Everywhere I go, I have it on me. I don't get a chance to play it as much as I'd like, but I definitely have it on me. I love it. Breath of the Wild has been an amazing experience for me, and that's something I plan on talking about in the future. And of course, The Last Jedi. I mean, like, that was like one of the biggest things to come out. It just seems like every other week there's like some big reveal and announcement, and it's blowing my mind right now because there's so many things I want to talk about. I just don't have the time to do it. But today was the last straw. You know, if you're into Marvel vs. Capcom, I don't know why you'd click on this video if you weren't. But Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was announced in December. I believe it was the PlayStation Experience event. And we just got, you know, a reveal, and we got some footage of gameplay that was very early. But today, the floodgates have been unleashed, and we got some news, and we got some confirmations of a lot of things that people were speculating. Oh, that's Ultron!
Ultron and Sigma! No, bro, that's Sigma!
So, I can't fake this. This is something that, you know, I was literally at work on my phone. I'm scrolling through news, and Google recommends stuff based off of my interest in the things that I search, and there it was. Ultronsigma, or yeah, I think that's what we're calling it. Ultronsigma, Sigma Ultron, right there in my news feed. So it was like, I know this isn't fake. This looks too good to be faked. I mean, if it's a fake, it's it's amazing. I click on the story, and everybody's doing video reactions to this. So I went ahead and I watched a bunch, and I've already seen the trailer, but I really want to do a proper something for my channel for this game, for this reveal. Like, just Marvel vs. Capcom by far is one of my favorite series, franchises I should say, of all time. It probably is my favorite franchise. It probably is. I think I can go out there and say that. If not, it's definitely in the top 10. But yeah, I had to do something. So you guys, you're gonna see my reaction watching this a second time. I only watched the trailer once, and we're gonna talk about this because there's a lot going on here, and you know, I'm mostly excited, I'm hyped, but I also do have some concerns. But most of all, it's all hype, and I want to share this with you guys, and I hope if you like this series, put it out there. Let them know, let Marvel and Capcom know that they're appreciated, and we love this, and we've been waiting for this, because I mean, we've been asking for this. And I know I personally have been asking for another Marvel vs. Capcom, but also to have X and Sigma in a Marvel vs. Capcom game. Hopefully Zero. Hopefully Zero is not forgotten. I feel like the three of them need to be together. But yeah, I've talked way too much. Let's just get into it. And I love how it starts with Sigma and Ultron.
Biological life must be exterminated.
Agreed. Allow me to show.
So are they like fighting or something first, like to show each other their power?
Face,
The mind,
the soul.
My thing is, who's driving? I feel like Sigma should be driving because that's what he does. He takes over
Both
robots and stuff.
Welcome to ours.
And they actually look really good together. And my man Strider, this is like the first guy you see. I was screaming. I literally was screaming when I saw that.
The Prince of Asgard has come home.
go.
Show him what we've made of you.
So I wonder if we're gonna fight like NPCs. I feel like they should be there. I mean, I know Street Fighter 5 is doing that. And Hawkeye looks great. I'm glad that they went with my personal preference. I like MCU Hawkeye, that design, modern Hawkeye or whatever, not the older looking one. Captain America, and look at X. He looked like he was doing Nova Strike without armor. Like, I don't know what else you call that.
Commander Redfield.
And then
Still dare challenge
Chris
us.
comes out there with a pistol. Like, yeah, you just pissed him off, Chris.
We are Ultronsigma.
Oh man, and then, yeah, I was screaming when I saw that. I was just like, I couldn't contain it. And the fact that this is coming out September 9th. And the other thing, I was looking at that, like right at the end, I'm wondering if X has voice work or not. I just thought it was kind of weird he didn't say anything. He was just kind of moving around. So it's something that maybe they're still working on. Maybe he won't talk at all. I kind of would be okay with either, or I just figured we'd be a little weird in a cinematic game not to have any voice work for Mega Man X. And he's had voice work in the past. So yeah, this whole thing has just been amazing. So I mean, just from the trailer and the screenshots we saw, at least on the Marvel side, it looks like, you know, obviously Captain America, Iron Man, Carol Danvers, I believe. Wow, I can't even. Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. I don't know if I said Hulk. So the Hulk, Thor, and on the Capcom side, obviously Ryu, Mega Man X, Chun-Li, and Strider, and Chris Redfield from Resident Evil 5. I think that's everybody that they showed in the trailer. And of course, Ultron and Sigma. It looks like they're separate characters. At least, you know, we saw Sigma would be a downloadable character, downloadable content. And we saw Ultron, we saw them both separate, so I'm wondering if they're going to be separate characters. And also, like, the fused character, the fused version would be like a boss. That's all I could ask for. If you have them as separate characters and then a fused one that's like a boss character, that's fine for me. I'm okay with that. If they make the boss playable, okay, whatever. I thought it was funny that, you know, that collector's edition, I want it. I have to have it. There's no way I'm not getting it for a franchise like this. But I do think that it's funny that they show you the collector's edition, and there's also skins that have been shown for the collector's edition that come with the downloadable characters or the season pass. But we don't know all the characters in the game, and they're already showing it. So I mean, like, if this was any other franchise, I'd be pretty pissed. I'd be like, it's kind of shady. But I'm so thirsty for this series. I don't even care. They can milk my wallet dry because I want this game. So I'm really excited for it. Of course, you know, until we actually see some like real gameplay, like not, you know, gameplay that's associated with like a trailer, but more so like live gameplay from the game. I am a little concerned that, you know, it may not be as over the top as Marvel 3 because obviously, you know, we're going 2v2 with no assist. But I hope that I hope it's crazier than Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. I felt like Tatsunoko vs. Capcom was a good game for its time as far as, you know, when it came out. Not being so crazy and over the top as Marvel 2, but being much more polished than the first two Marvel games in my opinion. I felt like Marvel 3 was kind of like the apex. Like you really can't get crazier than Marvel 3 without it being broken. And even Marvel 3 had, you know, a lot of things that were broken about it. But I'm really hoping that they're able to balance this game where it takes some skill to play. You know, maybe easy to learn, but hard to master kind of deal. But, I mean, I really do have a lot of faith in the leads on the Capcom side and the Marvel side who are coming together, who are making this game possible. I feel that they are really, and this is my personal opinion, I feel that they're trying to compete with Injustice right now. And NetherRealms has been killing it with Mortal Kombat and with Injustice. Injustice 2, you know, they got me to care about these DC characters again. Like, I've always liked them as a kid and stuff, but Injustice it's a great game. The first one was good. The second one just looks even better. Yeah, and they're killing it. So I'm really hoping Marvel vs. Capcom will be able to, you know, step in and, you know, bring all the awesome stuff from Marvel 3, but also be able to kind of take it to the next level. And give us a game that everybody can be happy with, especially as far as content, because most of the people who didn't really get into Marvel 3 as far as the mechanics and the way the game was played and played it, you know, or followed the esport of Marvel vs. Capcom or Ultimate Marvel 3, they just felt like the game didn't have content. You know, they were mad at that. I think a lot of the hardcore fans felt that way too, but I mean, there's so much meat in that game as far as what you can do and potential you can unlock with all of those characters. That alone is hours and hours and hours of gameplay, but not everybody sees it that way. So yeah, going forward, I want to see them knock it out of the park with this. I feel like September, I think it was September 19th, is really, really soon. I was a little worried when I saw that, but I figured they're gonna go the season pass. Well, they've already announced the season pass, but they're gonna release the game, and we're gonna get seasons of the game. Probably like how they're doing with Street Fighter V. I personally am okay with that. I kind of feel like ever since the onset of fighting games with downloadable content, I had always expected them to do like a season pass thing, but it never really happens. You usually get support for a game a couple of months, maybe a year. I think Smash 4 got support a little over a year. After that, it was pretty much done. So, yeah, I just kind of figure like with fighting games, that's what I want to see. I want to see the devs constantly balancing and releasing content. Similar to, say, Overwatch. Overwatch is an FPS, but in a lot of ways it really reminds me of a fighting game. And I just like what they're doing with that game. I like how it's being handled. I like how, even though, you know, it didn't release with a single player campaign, it has stories and stuff like that that are being fleshed out through comic books and animated shorts. And we're getting, you know, little campaign missions and stuff like that that flush out the story a little bit more. And they're releasing characters like every couple of months. So I think Jeff Kaplan said that they'd release up to 3 characters in a year. So I mean, for a fighting game, well, you probably want more than 3 characters in a year, maybe 4 or 5 if possible. It looks like we're getting 6 for the first season. I'm assuming they're doing Marvel vs. Capcom in seasons, but I'm hoping that it's not a one-time deal. Like after the first 6 characters, that's it, and then they re-release the game. I just don't think at this point that kind of PR based off of the things that Capcom did with, you know, Street Fighter and Super Street Fighter and Ultra Street Fighter, and with Tekken X Street Fighter, with having the DLC characters on disc day one but releasing them months later, and then obviously with Vanilla Marvel, and the whole development cycle for that game just didn't really go well. But them re-releasing Ultimate, or re-releasing the same game as Ultimate, you guys know it, we all know it. Let's hope that those days are over with, you know, how you have these seasons, you know, 4 games, you release 1 game and you actually get content for the lifespan of probably that generation, I'm okay with that. I think that's better. You buy the base game, and if you don't ever want to buy anything else, you can still always play with the same population. So anyway, I'm rambling at this point. I'm really happy and I'm excited for this game. I hope you guys are too. If you like this freaking franchise, make a video, please. Just talk about it, and I want to see more people into this because I'm stoked. I'm just I wish I had done this video when I was at work or hours earlier when I first saw this, because I was beside myself. It was insane. So anyway, that's all for now. KoKuTanAlec signing out.